Hello everyone, I'm Nyla. I'm from SMAS Yasporbi, Pancoran, and today I will be giving out my statement as the proposition side about the motion. This House believes that states should prioritize mitigation over relocation. Proposition believes that disaster mitigation is much more efficient than relocating after the disaster ends. What we mean is that rather than having to spend amount of time trying to relocate people to another place that will certainly cost money and destroy the environment because mitigation focuses on long-term benefits rather than searching for a shortcut, just like how relocation is supposed to be. As we might know, disaster can happen in many different ways, especially here in Indonesia. There are disasters that are natural and also caused by human. With mitigation, there are many ways for that to prevent it, and here are my points to support it. Number 1, how it can act as massive cost saving. Number 2, protects the environment around and for future prevention. And 3, educate the locals that disaster cannot be taken lightly. Now, I will be explaining to you guys every single one of these points so that you guys can be convinced by my points. Number 1, with mitigation, the amount of money that can be saved is no joke. Many times when regions tries to relocate for disaster, they ended up needing an incredible budget for it. That can be really crazy. This can end up causing other problems like corruption or over budgeting the estimated amount. Especially in Indonesia, we are an island country and we are surrounded by water, which makes it harder for us to move around when there are signs of disaster or when the disaster is actually happening. Renting boats and etc. will definitely not be cheap with the amount of people that are there in one area in Indonesia. While mitigation, we can focus on one area, which definitely help decrease the budget to be as minimal as possible. And if there are extras, we can use them to help the people that are in the high-risk area. Number 2, protecting the environment is also a benefit that really stands out with mitigation. Because, not like relocation, we are not fixing the problem and instead finding shortcut to it. Mitigation, on the other hand, prevents them. For example, planting trees and hills that have high rate of landslide, planting mangrove trees around beaches to stop and decrease the chances of abrasion, or the most simple way is to clean the sewage and stop throwing trash all over the place to prevent floods from happening. These types of mitigation can actually help not only to stop the disaster, but also restoring the environment for future events so that it will not happen again, or if it did happen, it would be as minimal as possible and not cause many damage around the society. Number 3, educating the locals about these disasters are something mitigation can most certainly do well. The most influential method is to collaborate with local disaster management like BNPB, Badan Nasional Penanggulangan Bencana, in Indonesia to train the local people on how to prevent disaster, how to act when the disaster is happening, and what to do after it ended. This shows that disasters are most certainly not something to play about, and it can go to a dangerous level. And also, we can have simulations on what these disasters are like. This can give a visual to the townspeople on what the disaster can be like. By these facts, relocation is nothing more than a temporary escape that drains our national budget, abandons our ecosystem, and leaves communities displaced and helpless. Mitigation is the only choice that strikes at the root of the problem, saving invaluable state funds, actively restoring our environment, and protecting them for future generations. Also empowering the people with life-saving educationals, such as warnings, how to do, what to do, and etc. We do not need to run away from our problems. We need to build the resilience to face them. In conclusion, we as proposition believe that mitigations are far more leaven than any relocations can do. Thank you for listening to my statement. Goodbye.